Hi. So this was one of my trade on Tata Steel. So I just made a. I'm planning to make a sell entry on Tata Steel based on multi-time frame analysis, as well as the stock has been on a like a bearish trend. It's coming to a bearish trend. So I'm just making my entry around the 418 level. So that will be my entry, and just keeping my stop loss just above this particular part, like a swing high part. That is my stop loss part, and I'm expecting a target of 1%. So that's what I'm expecting, this particular stock to come until 1%, and I'll be booking my profits obviously on 0.5 percentage, and I'll be letting my another 0.5 percentage to ride until 1 percentage of profit. So yeah, this is my point of view. Let's see what happens. Okay, so what happened was I just booked my 0.5 percentage of like a target. It just gave me a 0.5 percentage of target and booked my half of my quantities. But what happened is, like, very next candle my stop loss got hit, which was my trailing stop loss cost to cost. So I'm with half of my quantities and booked it. Rest of the half of the quantities I just got exited by cost to cost. I just want to give a small example, like a small brief explanation. Why did I make this trade? So yeah, so first thing first, let me get into the multi-time frame analysis. I just want to shift my time frame to 1 hour, and I just want to show you what's been happening on a 1 hour time frame. So I'm just marking this particular high around 131. That's the nearest swing high price. So if you zoom out this particular chart, you'll be able to see that there was no nearby resistance. That is the first thing you have to look into it. There's no nearby resistance for Tata Steel. It's been coming to this particular point for the whole year for the first time. And if you scroll your charts all the way to the month of January, the highest price which has been made was 505. So on month of yeah, on the month of Jan. So again, let me scroll back to a little bit further back. So if I'm going to the month of 2019 and 2018, I can see that this particular price has been tested multiple levels of time. So one over here, two, three, four. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So four times this particular time frame has been like a particular price has been tested. So getting back to the point, that's another reason why I was looking for a reversal trade. So there was a high chances this particular trade can be reversed. The another reason for this one is there was no enough volume to support the breakout. So if a breakout is about to happen, there should be some kind of volume which needed to be supported. So what happened yesterday, there was a huge volume coming in, but followed by a very few volume, and the strength was in good enough to make a breakout. That's another thing. So let me switch my time frame to from 1 hour to 30 minutes. If you're looking into 30 minutes, what it's showing is it's just moving like a consolidation phase, and it couldn't even break for the whole day yesterday. So now I'm shifting my time frame to 15 minutes. On 15-minute time frame, like, obviously I'm using a 10 moving average to support my all of my views. So what I'm seeing on a 15-minute time frame is the 10 EMA, the exponential moving average on a 10-day time frame. It's been exactly respected by the particular stock. You can see that this once after making like a huge red candle, this particular 10 EMA has been respected from yesterday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah, it's been rejected like almost more than 6 times. That's another reason, and it couldn't break the 10-day moving average. The reason for I'm just looking into this particular 10-day moving averages, this particular candle, right, the red candle from yesterday, and even yesterday this candle couldn't break. That's the first thing. And today, this is the today's candle, and the market opened, it couldn't even break the swing high, as well as the it couldn't break the 10 days moving exponential moving average. That's another reason for making the trade. So let me switch it to 5-minute time frame. So yeah, so as you guys know that on the previous setup, I just made my entry on 950 or something around here. So this particular 10-day moving average was close enough to it. So what I did, I just made my entry on the pullback, which was 518 rupees, and I kept my stop loss little above 0.5 percentage. So I feel like that's a good risk reward for my setup. I don't risk like too much. So that's one thing, and I was expecting a good breakout because it's been coming downtrend and expecting 1% profit. But what happened is I had to I always book my profit at 0.5 percentage, and I let my another 0.5 percentage ride to the 1%. That's how we usually trade. So in this scenario, what happened was just booked my 0.5 percentage and just came to my cost to cost, and I got exited from a trade. So yeah, but it's going to definitely come back. I think it's keep going to my 1% level. If I look into my 1%, it would be coming. Yeah, yeah, if it's like one more rupees drop, it's gonna come to my 1% drop. So for keeping my 1% profit was uh, like to this particular point. Like if you look into this candle, what is the low price? 510, right? So this was the lowest price which made it by today, and you see this. I was looking into this particular candle's low and the close price. That was my for taking 1%. I always look for 1%. I'll by booking 0.5 percentage of profit and let the another 1% ride it. So that's pretty much it. I'll just give like a run through once again. On 1 hour time frame, I was looking into this particular chart. There was no nearby resistance, and there wasn't enough volume to break out the particular resistance point. For the year 2020, this was the high made by Tata Steel. So obviously there's a high chances this particular stock can be reversed. And if you're looking into the on a 13-minute time frame, on 15-minute time frame, we'll be able to see that this particular stock has been moving on a consolidation phase, and it just broke down. So I was keeping an eye on 10 days moving average, and I made my entry based on 10-day moving average and breaking the support part. So that's it pretty much. So I hope you guys being clear on this. If you guys have any doubt, just give me a text message. I can I can give my views.